Hey, I'm Danica at KFOG, hanging out with the lovely King Princess. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Welcome to San Francisco.
Thank
how was
you.
I had a sold out show last night at the Rickshaw Stop, and another sold out one tonight, a Great American Musical. How are you? How are you doing? How are you feeling? How are you adjusting to everything?
Oh man, I'm doing so good. It
Good.
was last night was super fun, and it was a great crowd, and everyone was just gay and excited,
Awesome.
dancing around.
Yeah.
Got some bras.
Very nice.
Got
Did you
some bras.
take those back with you?
Adam, did we take him back? Yeah, we took him back.
Nice.
It's a
So
token.
imagine you get a nice little cardio and
I
dancing it up at
do.
the show.
I got a serious workout last night. I was on one.
Dude,
So
I feel like you probably look good, like all glowing and sweating, dancing it up. I look
I'm
terrible.
glad because I'm a sweaty girl. So
I'm right there with you.
I'm glad I look good when I'm doing.
And this all kind of blew up suddenly. I know you were working on the EP a couple years ago. You started working on it when you moved to LA, and you released 1950 in February, and then Harry Styles tweeted a lyric like a month after in March or something, and it exploded. I mean, were your friends texting you off the hook like, dude, look, like what's happening? How did you feel at that moment? What was going through your mind?
Well, we put it out, and immediately it was doing pretty good, and I was so thrilled because it's something I was sitting on, and I was waiting to put out in the right format.
Totally.
Because the issue is never having material. It was just like, how the fuck are we gonna put this out?
Right.
You know what I mean? I think that's a big question in this day and age because
Totally.
you know, whether you're gonna be independent or signed to a label or do some weird shit I don't know about. I don't know. So we put it out, and then he tweeted that, and it was honestly, it was really heartwarming. It was just heartwarming to see an artist of that caliber supporting a young artist, a young queer artist in this industry. And it was really a huge solid to me in my career, but it was also like hopefully the start of a great relationship with him because he's a very, very talented guy, and I was really blown away by his record. And I said this the other day, but we're two kids just trying to get people to listen to guitar.
Oh yeah,
And
no,
it's a fucking struggle.
I mean, it's really cool to also see other artists supporting other artists. You know, it's so neat. I
you
love
assume that the industry is really jaded and that there isn't a lot of support, and it's true a lot of the times. But you know, I think I'm a great example of somebody who has really benefited from the kindness of other people in this industry and support. So I feel lucky.
Oh yeah,
I feel so lucky.
That's amazing. And you had a really cool musical history. I mean, you grew up in Brooklyn, and you were around instruments all the time, and you were hanging out in your dad's studio, right? I mean, like, you pretty much play every instrument, right? I mean,
can make my way around.
Totally. I mean, it's like once you learn one, right? You're like, I'll figure this one out.
You'd like to think that that's how it works. I just didn't have a lot of friends, so I was just putzing around the studio all day, just figuring out shit.
Yeah. No, that's so rad, though. I mean, you played all the instruments on the EP.
Yeah, you know, except for a couple of guitar licks that I was like, bro, I can't fucking play that.
Right.
So I had my friend do it. But I played all the instruments. I'm a bit of like a perfectionist when it comes to that stuff, and I think what's great about being capable in the studio and understanding recording software and how a studio works is that you learn the tools to, even if you're not the best instrumentalist, you figure out ways to make what you want and make it sound how you want. And I think that has greatly benefited me in a live setting, as well as in the studio. Like I learned how to get what I wanted out of these sounds, and it's kind of like a fake it till you make it situation, right?
I mean, it's so cool because, like you said, you have this idea of what it sounded like. Someone's not like, okay, we're gonna have the music sound like this. You're like, no, I'm going into it knowing like exactly what I want.
I mean, I don't understand how you could live in 2018 and allow someone else to make your music sound a certain way.
Right.
That's just some crazy shit to me. I'm like, what are you doing? But honestly, congrats to them too.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, do what you will with your life. I just think that there's something so empowering about knowing what you want and executing it, and having the people around you who are willing to listen. And that's really how we've approached these records, you know.
Right.
I just like me sitting in my fucking dorm, like being like, I really want it to sound like this, and then just like figuring it out and going into the studio and just executing it. It feels so good.
Cool.
It's like a puzzle.
A lot of artists can't say that they like, hey, I wrote, played all the instruments on this album. It's really cool. And I was wondering, is there an instrument you don't play that you want to learn?
The bassoon.
Oh my God, that sounds amazing.
I'm just kidding. I would love.
I do. Oh my God.
I don't want to play that shit.
Lessons together.
Nah, I would. I mean, there's a lot of shit I'd like to get better at. Like, I want to be a ripping guitar player, but it takes motivation.
Right.
Yeah. I don't have right now.
Well, you're busy too. It's like, I don't have a moment to just sit down and learn this sweet riff right now.
I just keep telling myself, I'm like, the more I play live, I'm just going to come to me. I don't know if that's true.
And you play guitar when you're up there live and singing.
Yeah, totally. I play guitar, I play a little piano. I'm excited to move around more as I get more comfortable. Like, I think about how I can, do my zhuzh and show off.
Yeah.
And I'm a bass player.
Awesome.
Also,
and that helps with like rhythm and drums and keeping you
I just fucking love bass. It's the most iconic instrument. And like there's nothing hotter than a lady bass player. Come on now. It's so sexy.
Exactly. So congrats on being signed to Mark Ronson's label. That's really exciting. How did you meet up? How did he reach out to you?
So we met because my music was played at a Columbia A&R meeting.
Nice. And
Harley, who's my other label president and mother, was like, Mark really likes your shit. He was talking to Adam. He was like, Mark really likes your shit. Like you should meet up.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So we had dinner, and it was an iconic dinner.
Yeah.
He really pulled out all the stops. It was great. It was an iconic dinner.
That's awesome.
And we got along really well, and we started hanging out. And I was really insistent upon getting to know him before I signed, because it was a really unique situation where I was going to be signed to a creative and not just an A&R at a label. And I wanted to make sure that I was signing to somebody that I could like really fuck with.
Totally.
And hang out with. And like,
well, you want to have that connection with
I wanted to be I'm very familial with the people I work with, and I just really wanted that with him, and I wanted to make sure it was a good fit, and it was. Yeah. And after months of putting them through that, I was like, all right, let's fucking do it. Let's begin the negotiation process.
Totally. Well, congrats again. And like, you sound so legit. The negotiation process.
Oh, yeah, businesswoman. I'm businesswoman.
Congrats. No, but for real, it's really exciting. And well, now we love the EP so much.
Thank you.
We are obsessed with it. I can't tell you. I was listening on the way here today too again, and I was just like tearing up. I'm like, oh God. Like it's sad. It's beautiful. It's sad and it's beautiful. Everyone can relate to it.
It makes bitches want to cry. It's good because I was crying the whole time. So
no, I love it. And I was wondering, now that that's done, are you taking a little break, or are you just constantly writing?
No breaks.
Yeah, good. I love that. I love that.
No
so
breaks.
Your inspiration, does it come just whenever, really? Like, yeah.
I can't like sit down and write whenever. Like, some people are just like, I have to write X amount of songs a week. And I'm like, that's fucking crazy. So
it's weird to put on a schedule almost. Like,
it's bursts. Yeah. Like, I write in bursts. I like try to provide myself the surroundings that I need, which is like, I need to be either like in my home studio or like in a studio with my homies, like doing my thing. And my record is actually written for the most part because I wrote it while I was dealing with how we were going to put out this EP. I was just like, I'm going to keep writing. Because I didn't want to run out of material and have some fucking people telling me what to do. No. Hell no. I was like, I'm just going to keep writing. And if they like it, we're going to put together a great collection of songs. And that's what I want. I want bodies of work that feel like complete sentences. That people can... Because like people... I've had a few people come up to me and be like, this EP, it just like really feels like you went through it and you wrote about it, and that was it. And that means the world to me because I write chronologically, and it's definitely circumstantial. And I luckily was, you just dealing with shit, throughout the year and
Totally,
ended up
yeah.
with another body of songs
That's fantastic.
with other
yeah.
themes and other. It's great. I'm so excited to put it out.
I love it.
Eventually.
No, I cannot wait to hear more from you. And we're playing 1950 on KFOG.
I know. Thank you so
yeah,
much,
dude. Love it so
Bumping my
so
jams.
much. It's amazing, and I think, well, obviously, it's so important in 2018. It's a really important song, and I think it's. Well, I'm positive this song has given people who may not have felt that they had a space to be themselves to finally relate to this hit song, and they're like, dude, yeah, someone understands this, someone gets this. And what's the best reactions you've gotten so far?
Yeah.
From the song, the EP, from fans?
Well, I think that like I'm young, and I grew up. I was going through my adolescence a couple of years ago, and still, and I didn't have anybody who was gay. Who is making music the way that I needed them to.
Right.
And it's not their fault. It's a systematic issue, but it's also, it's really possible. It's really possible to be gay in this industry because everyone's hungry for authenticity. And, I think that the system in place grants very little authenticity. And so when people come through and have a voice, I think that there is space to be made. And I feel really lucky now because seeing kids being themselves in my shows and responding to the music and feeling like I'm providing some sort of respite from like the heteronormative pop world is it's so great. And
it's amazing.
It's really like, I get asked shit like, like, was it a choice to gender your music? And I'm like, well, no, straight people don't think about that shit. Putting out terrible fucking music all the time. Gendered to the gods. Like, I don't need, like, I don't give a fuck about that because it's just like, when you're young and you're straight and you're dealing with heartbreak, you need that song that fucking gets you through it and makes you cry and puts you back together. Yeah. Gay people need that too. And it seems obvious, but it's really necessary. You need people who look like you and sound like you. Yeah. On radio and in television and film.
Totally. Yeah.
And writing.
Which is, I mean, like you said, like television and film, there's so many, like Queer Eye and like a lot of stuff kind of.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting there.
It's a slow process.
It's a slow process. Yeah. I think that it's hard in music because just like the music industry is really different. It's like you've got people writing, there's artists that have other people write for them. There's artists who write their own music. It's rare that those two types of artists cross over, in a pop format. And I think that, I think the gay people we've always been making music. We've always been making art. It's just always kind of been a niche market. It's been a subculture where people can go and visit and really enjoy that space, but it's not a public space. And I think that queerness has to also be available to the general public.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it can't just be a niche market for only queer people. Like, it has to be available on a large platform so that, straight people can listen to this fucking music too and be like, yo, this is great music. Doesn't matter that it's gay. You know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah. I think it's really cool, like, what you're doing. We love the music, obviously. And what else can we look forward to? What else do you have going on besides music endeavors or anything we should know about?
I'm just trying to make my way downtown, like I'm enjoying all of the facets of this industry. This stuff, this shit, it's radio stuff, super fun. I'm really enjoying doing shoots. Like, I feel like it's just cool. It's like you get to, I don't know, there's so many ways that I feel like I have the opportunity to express myself now, especially visually, providing this kind of weird genderqueer bending representation. And I really enjoy it. Like, I find fun in all of it.
That's awesome.
And I know that the opportunities that I get are rare, and I just feel really lucky. And I'm excited to put out more content for y'all.
We're really excited to hear more from you.
I posted a video today. I'm putting out another video. It's not just a clip from the video, but she's coming out soon.
Awesome.
I look sexy in it.
I can't wait.
You'll like it.
Last question's just a fun one because I love getting recommendations. Anything you're binge watching right now?
Oh, well, I just watched the second season of Glow.
That I was gonna bring.
I want to have like a
freaking.
I want to have a full discussion about this show because it's like I think it's fucking amazing. Like, I really feel like it is of the same, college of the shows that I watched
Yeah.
growing up. That's like fucked up, funny humor, like 30 Rock, The Office. Like it gives me that like it satiates that like fucked up humor. You know,
it's kind of awkward and weird.
It's
and
awkward
like,
and weird.
Yeah.
And Mark Maron's amazing, and
Love him.
Allison Barish is
So,
fucking sick. But it's
God.
also like it deals with the shit. Like they fit in a lot of fucking narratives. They even gave us some gay shit. I was like, whoo!
I know. I was rooting for that.
I was like, I need it.
All right, yeah,
I need it. Feed me.
Dude, I'm so glad you said Globes.
Yeah.
I was gonna bring it up and like talk to you.
I
love
watched
it.
the hell out of that show.
Yeah,
I'm ready
it's
for Big Little Lies season 2.
I love that show.
I want to see some titties. I want to see some
When does that
sexy
come
mom
out?
titties. Sorry.
When does that come out?
I want to see sexy mom titties. I can't lie about it.
There you go.
I'm so excited.
I'm stoked too. And I'm really
That's
happy
gonna be
you're here. I hope
Thank you.
have a great show tonight.
Thank
gonna be
you.
poppin'.
It's gonna be great.
Tell me about your wardrobe again. You were telling me earlier.
Oh, I bought this. We went to this thrift shop in Portland, and I got some overalls. And my drummer was like, Mikaela, I found this Cher t-shirt. It's perfect for you. And I was like, you're right. It is. I was like, how did you know? My sweet straight band. They know me so well.
Amazing. I know. I heard you say like you channel Cher aesthetically too.
I just fucking love Cher. I think she's
dope.
amazing. She never goes out of style. My girl Cher.
So
And I don't know if y'all seen that video of her and Tina Turner playing. What the fuck's that song called? I don't know. There's a video of them on YouTube together, clearly just fucked up. Just fucked up. Like just dancing, full sequent moment. I love her. I think she's an icon. She's a quirky, weird. She's very butchy. I love that about Cher. I love that she's got this like androgynous. She was always that pop star for people. She had this like really amazing masculine and feminine energy, and it was just so different. And she knew it.
Yeah.
And she fucking worked it.
Right.
She worked
exactly.
it.
She did.
Yeah, she worked it. It was
Dude,
fire. I love Cher, man. I'd love to see her in Vegas. So,
well,
somebody wants to get me those tickets. Brady.
Guys. No, seriously, hope you have a great show tonight. Thank you for stopping by. We love you. Come by anytime again.
Thank you so much. I'll be back.
Sweet.
Thank you.